Good day, it's Professor Nveda again, and for this video, we will be talking about the difference between goods and services. Okay, actually, these two terms are common naman, and actually, pwede na nga natin siyang hindi pag-usapan or discuss kasi we can easily identify and define naman yung goods and services. However, in studying operations management, we should know the different attributions of goods and services so that we can completely understand the nature of operations. Okay, in some discussions, we will discuss the operations management in manufacturing, and also we will be going to discuss the operations management in service sector. So magkaiba ang nature ng dalawa. So let's focus for the meantime for the discussion of difference of goods and services. Okay, so let us first study the attribution of goods. When we are talking about goods, it is also known as tangible products. So meaning, using our senses, we can define goods. Ang unang-una nga sa listahan kapag nag-usapan natin yung attributes ng goods is that tangible products can be resold. Ang ibig sabihin, kapag bumili tayo ng 1 kavan of rice, we can resell yung binili natin na bigas na yon per kilo. So ito yung isa sa mga characteristics ng goods. Another attribute is that products can be inventoried. So pwede mo mabilang yung mga tangible products. You can say that the inventory level of your goods is in critical level, meaning to say paubos na siya kasi nga you can easily to identify and conduct physical counting kapag tangible products ang pinag-uusapan. So by means of that, dahil nga madali siyang i-inventory, you can easily replenish your inventory. So some aspects of quality of tangible products are measurable. So we can easily measure the quality of goods dahil marami tayo pwedeng maging basis sa pag-assess ng quality nito. It can be the durability of the products or yung effectiveness ng product, pwedeng yung taste, and so on and so forth. So marami tayong pwedeng maging basis na kapag inassess natin yung quality ng tangible products. So that is another feature of goods. Okay, so goods or tangible products are transportable. So we can say that goods can be transported from one point to another. So let's say from selling area to your home. So kapag bumili ka ng isang produkto na may physical picture, pwede mo siyang i-travel. Okay? Another is often easy to automate. Since tangible product has physical picture, so sabi natin kanina, no, ang tangible products ay merong physical picture. By means of our senses, ma-define natin po ito. So it can be automated easily. So ibig sabihin, madali para sa isang manufacturing na magkaroon ng innovation or changes sa isang product na nahahawakan at nakikita ang itsura. Okay, so always remember that goods or tangible products can be automated or systematized easily. So these are the attributes of goods or tangible products. So on the other hand, services are those intangible products. So kabaligtaran po ito ng goods. So meaning, these are the immaterial things. Mga bagay na hindi po natin nahahawakan, so wala itong physical feature. Let us talk about its attribute. So number 1 na attribute ng service or intangible product is reselling as a service is unusual. So unlike goods or tangible products, ang service po ay hindi po usual na nire-resell. So halimbawa po, kung bibili tayo or mag-a-avail tayo ng massage, you can avail the service, however, hindi po natin siya pwedeng i-resell. That is one of the biggest difference of service and goods. So next attribute is many services cannot be inventoried. It is very hard to inventory the intangible products. So you can't do physical counting because they do not have physical pictures nga, sabi natin kanina. So again, unlike goods, services cannot be inventoried. Number 3, many aspects of quality is difficult to measure. So, ang mga customers po, meron po yung kanya-kanyang perception, meron yung kanya-kanyang preference pagdating sa mga bagay. Lalo na sa mga serbisyo na ibinibigay ng mga service provider sa atin. It is very difficult to measure some aspects of quality ng mga serbisyo na nakukuha natin because the quality sometimes depends on how the customers perceive it. Okay, example is that pwedeng ang serbisyo ni Globe is quality para sa akin pero hindi siya quality para sa iyo. So it is hard to identify. Okay, so the next one is provider, not the product, is transportable. So kanina sinabi natin na ang goods ay natatransport from selling area to your home, pwede mo siyang i-travel. Samantalang pagdating dito kay service, hindi po natin pwedeng i-travel ang serbisyo. Okay? Ang pwede po is yung service provider. Okay? So, in some service sector, you cannot transport the service itself, but the one who provides the service can be transported. Let's say for example is the installation of internet connection sa bahay ninyo. So para ma-avail mo ang serbisyo ng installation, the service provider needs to travel going to your home. So but installation without the service provider is impossible. Okay. So lastly, services is often difficult to automate. Okay, it is also difficult for the services to automate kasi nga po hindi ito katulad ng goods na nakikita natin yung itsura or yung physical features ng produkto. Okay, you can automate services but it requires more process. Okay, so moreover, since mahirap nga i-assess ang quality ng services, mahirap din po ma-pinpoint kung ano ba ang kinakailangang i-improve or i-innovate doon sa sinasabi nating produkto. Okay, so goods and services need to differentiate clearly even though they are common, kasi nga po in terms of operations management, it is critical to analyze these two terms, yung goods and yung services, because it is the center why we need to have an effective operations. Okay, so before we end this video, I would like to leave this question to you. I-reply ko po sa screen yung question, and then analyze it and isipin mo kung saan nga ba napapabilang yung bagay na to. So that's all for this video, and kita-kita ulit tayo sa next video. Keep safe everyone and happy learning.